Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Abu Bakr. I converted to Islam January 14th, 2022. Um, I knew about it, like, this is my conversion story, so I'm just gonna go right into it. I knew about Islam ever since I was young, just through movies, books, and what my mom would tell me. I would always try and ask her questions. I was very young, I was very curious. And then that honestly piqued my curiosity. And as I got older, around 19 or 20, I was downtown and I saw a guy who was talking about religion at the time. And I went over and I talked to him. We were talking about Islam, and he explained the basics of Islam and what's called the five pillars. And it was really such an intriguing thing that we were having, like the conversation. He gave me a book, and I remember reading that book the same night. Then what's it called? By the time I was 21, I wanted to convert like right away. But I also didn't tell my family at the time that I wanted to. And then so I was also very nervous, so I didn't do it. I was just like I was nervous about the whole lifestyle change of just eating like better and stuff like that, praying 5 times a day. It was just a whole new life change, and I was very scared of change. But regardless of that, I started learning about Islam here and there, just little things. Then fast forward to 2021, I met a guy. One of my friends actually, we're still good friends. Um, Met a friend of mine at work, and he would always come and help me. We would always talk, and one day we both started talking about Islam. And I told him, I was like, listen, I've always wanted to convert. Like, how do I do it? And he was explaining to me like how to do shahada. And yeah, from there, he asked me, he's like, what would be your name? I was like, honestly, I don't know. So he gave me the name Ali, and I remember the next day people started calling me Ali. So I guess he started telling some people after my conversion over the phone. Yeah, we did my conversion over the phone, and then from there, I didn't know at the time, but I converted 2 weeks before Ramadan. So what that means is I was just nervous. I was never done Ramadan. It was interesting, but a great feeling though. But at this time, as I converted, I didn't tell my family at all. I wasn't ready yet, and I did tell them a couple months later. But a week after my conversion, I met another brother at work, and he actually gave me a masala, which is a prayer mat. And I still have it, and I still use it to this day. I remember getting it, putting it in my backpack, and as soon as I got home, I put it under a pile of clothes because I was shy, because I was living with a family member at the time. And then I would watch lectures, and I would try and learn how to pray here and there. And when I'm home alone, I would try and pray. Um, what's it called? Ramadan hit, like Ramadan came, and then it was a whole new experience. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I was super excited, so I was trying to learn as much as I could from people, and it was a great experience. I tried to fast and all that, but obviously, it's just I was trying my best. Um, During Ramadan, actually, a brother taught me how to pray, and I remember doing it in the change room. We were praying together. He was teaching me how. That was a beautiful experience, honestly. Like hands down. Like may Allah bless him and reward him. Um, then after Ramadan passed, I remember slowly opening up to my family and telling them I converted, and they were pretty accepting. They were really accepting, and I'm happy they were. But obviously, they didn't believe me because I was doing some of my bad habits still, which I shouldn't have been doing. And so one day I told myself, like, let me just kind of chill back on the bad habits and keep learning more and practice uh, my prayers and stuff. And so I was doing it. I was doing the best I could with what I had. And yeah, obviously I opened up, and then a couple months later I got my own apartment, and that was a great experience as well. I got to pray my 5 times a day. I was doing really good. Um, and then one day I was like, I want to get a better conversion. Like I want to get my certificate, and it's actually right behind me. um, I wanted to get my certificate, and at the time there was only a sister there, so I went up to the sister, And I was like, Assalamu alaikum. And she said, Walaikum salam back. And then I explained her my situation. And she gave me a number to this imam. And I got in contact. And I told him, explained my whole experience with him. And I think he was more excited. I think he was as excited as I was to convert. It was a beautiful feeling. He told me, he's like, I'll give you a better conversion, like a proper one. Don't worry. And we were discussing it, and then it was a week before my conversion, so we would practice my shahada each and every day just to make sure I got it right. Then 3 days before my conversion, he asked me, "You can keep the name Ali, but I'd like to give you a name." And I remember saying, "Let me think about it." And he said, "Okay." Then the next day came, we were practicing my shahada, and I told him, I was like, "Yes, I would like to accept the name that you want to give me." And then he's like, "Great." And so from there, the day of my shahada came, which was a Friday, which was Jummah, is one of the big days during the week. And yeah, it was packed. I remember the mosque I was at was packed. And they called me up to sit down in a chair. And then we did my shahada, alhamdulillah. And they gave me the name Abu Bakr. And Abu Bakr is such a beautiful and strong name. I am named after the first companion and father-in-law and best friend to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it's just this like a high name that I want to uphold, of course, and do my best to keep his name like gripped, you know. But yeah, after the whole conversion, I went downstairs and had a big feast of everyone. Everyone was so humble and so nice and kind. It was such a great experience. I love it. I know that's really my conversion story. Like, it's not a straight cut diamond, but I got it there and I've done it for myself. I'm very proud of myself for doing this, and I've never looked back. And just the experiences I've had already, and just the journey I've gone through, and the things I've learned and relearned because I thought I knew them. It's just amazing. Such an amazing experience. But yeah, that's my conversion video, and hope you guys like it. Hope it's inspiring to at least learn about Islam and just to find the goodness in it, inshallah. And yeah, and I've just been going to different mosques, making new friends, learning more experiences, and that's the best part about this journey is learning. That's the most important one, keeping on your deen, your lifestyle. So yeah, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and be safe and yeah. Assalamu alaikum everyone.